Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, and we are back here at the Baseball Hut too. And hope you like this video and leave comments in the comments section. So, we're going to talk about the fish that got away. We got a video for you talking about fish, believe it or not. From fansided.com. MLB rumors, Red Sox almost landed biggest fish of trade deadline. Aha. The Boston Red Sox were quiet at the MLB trade deadline, but they nearly landed the best pitcher or fish available in Justin Verlander. With the Red Sox 9 games out of first place in the AL East, yet making a run at the AL wildcard, they could have used an addition to put them over the top. That's where Chaim Bloom comes in. Bloom has left Boston baseball fans want more during his tenure atop Red Sox operations. Thus far, his strategy has been to slowly retool and shed payroll. Acquiring a player like Justin Verlander, however, would have gone against the grain for Bloom and Fenway Sports Group. From Ken Rosenthal to Munchkin, the Red Sox were among the teams that got shut out in the thin starting pitching market, along with the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Braves, and Reds. But according to sources, they were one of the few clubs that pursued a deal for the most accomplished starter who did get moved, 3-time Cy Young Award winner Justin Verlander. Verlander was eventually traded to the Astros in a deal that included top outfield prospect Drew Gilbert. The Mets sent over $30 million to Houston to cover much of the financial strain of his contract. What held Boston back from making such a decision? The hoarding of prospects is a popular practice among baseball front offices, and the Red Sox are no different. They are a cheap, affordable way to rebuild, and not with the Mets. That's not cheap. And improve a winning ball club, should they work out. Houston was willing to part ways with their only 100 prospect per MLB pipeline in exchange for a pitcher who's under contract through at least age 41. Who knows if Verlander will continue to age like Nolan Ryan-like? That's an inherent risk and one Bloom didn't want to take. From MLB TRADE Marlins had interest in Turner Lindcron prior to the trade deadline. The Marlins are one of the league's busier teams in advance of the trade deadline, as Miami made several moves to bolster its lineup and bullpen for the wild card race. Such names as Josh Bell, David Robertson, Jake Burger, Jorge Lopez, and Ryan Weathers joined the organization. But there were plenty of interesting players on Miami's radar, including a few who weren't previously mentioned in pre-deadline buzz. The Athletics, the Munchkin, and Levi Weaver reported the Marlins had extensive discussions with the Red Sox about Justin Turner, while Barry Jackson and Craig Mish of the Miami Herald report that the Marlins were also interested in Lance Lynn and C.J. Cron. Reports surfaced on July 28th that the Sox were moving Turner, which is probably when the Marlins turned their attention to other position players. Miami's talks with the White Sox about Lynn also developed into the eventual Burger trade, as the fish landed Burger for left-hander Jake Eder. So the fish went to a Burger, and they got an Eder in return, and a one-for-one swap. Burger was also something of a flashback once the Marlins balked at the Nationals' asking price for Jamiel Candelario, and Miami was more comfortable trading a controllable pitcher like Eder for another younger player with multiple years of control, whereas Candelario is a free agent after the season. The fish picked up a Burger for an Eder. Lynn and Cron were also seen as likely trade candidates since the White Sox and Rockies are both out of contention, and indeed both were moved in pre-deadline deals. There would certainly have been more eyebrows raised over a Turner deal, given that the Red Sox are fighting for a wildcard berth in the American League. Yet even such a trade wouldn't have been a total shock considering how the Sox chief baseball officer, Chaim Bloom, both moved and acquired veterans at the 2022 deadline, when Boston was also on the periphery of the playoff chase. But this year's deadline season was comparatively quieter at Fenway, as the Sox only acquired Luis Urias from the Brewers and sent Kike Hernandez to the Dodgers. Now, specifically, it is also worth wondering if Edward Cabrera might have been part of the Marlins Red Sox talks. Jackson and Mish write that several teams called about Cabrera to the point that the Marlins had Devin Smeltzer on hand in case Cabrera was moved to his scheduled start on Monday. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. All I know is Burger got traded for an Eder, and an Eder was sent So the White Sox by a fish, and this is a very fishy video, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.